pretty fucking legit. All right, let's take a look at Warrior. We've got the titular card from this expansion. We've got Dr. Boom, Mad Genius, which is the hero card, and that is Battle Cry. For the rest of the game, your mechs have Rush, which
is... but what it doesn't show here, is you have 5 rotating hero powers.
Oh.
Yeah. You should pull that up and look into it, because some of them are incredible.
Let me see. Is randomized every turn. Let's see, the hero powers. So we've got 5 possible hero powers, all of them obviously 2 mana. One of them, the first is Micro Squad. Summon 3 1/1 Microbots. They swap, summon 3 1/1 Microbots. The second is Zap Cannon, which is deal 3 damage. The third is Delivery Drone, which is discover a mech. The fourth is Blast Shield, gain 7 armor. Jesus.
That's ridiculous.
That's fucking insane. And then the fifth is Kaboom, deal 1 damage to all enemies. Blast Shield is fucking nuts.
Dude, this is the most broken card in the entire game.
Yeah, and you're going to have 7 armor anyway. Imagine you just draw Dr. Boom and you play him, and that very turn you have Blast Shield. That's immediately 14 armor right there. I mean, that's an insane swing back. Oof.
There will be, I guarantee you, there will be a tier 1 deck, a tier 1 mech warrior deck.
100%.
This card alone brings Geosculptor Yip into the meta.
Yeah.
He's a legendary warrior card, 9 mana. I think he's like a 2/7 or some shit like that, where at the end of your turn, summon a minion that equal to the amount of armor you have. You could just build a fucking armor-based deck with this card, Geosculptor Yip, and then you're done.
Yeah.
As long as they don't fucking get rid of everything, of course. You need to add more to it, but like, I don't know. Man, I think this is probably the fucking most broken card I've ever seen printed.
Yeah, that shit is really dope. Good God almighty. We've got the Boom Ship. Summon 3 random minions from your hand. Give them Rush. That is also fucking bananas. Like, oh man, there's a lot of pain that I can see from this warrior. It's pretty diverse too. I mean,
yeah.
You know, whenever this Eternium Rover, whenever this minion takes damage, gain 2 armor. That's like your Pain Acolyte, or Acolyte of Pain rather. Yep. Except, I mean, you know, kind of a different flavor. Beryllium Nullifier can't be targeted by hero spells or powers, and it's magnetic. Omega Assembly, discover a mech, and if you have all 10 mana crystals, fucking keep all of them.
That's just an incredible card.
That's bananas. That's bananas.
That's an incredible card, yeah. The one card that sucks out of all of this is the fucking weapon, too.
Yeah, I know.
The weapon stinks.
Yeah. If you attack a minion, force it to attack one of its neighbors.
5 mana, 1/3. That's bad.
Yeah, that is bad. That's the one throwaway.
And Scourgelord Garrosh, his fucking weapon is 10 times better than this. And you get a hero, a Death Knight out of it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that hero card is just absolutely banana land, and I have absolutely no idea how quickly that's going to get nerfed. But
something has to happen.
John DiMaggio is voicing the Dr. Boom sound effects for that, a.k.a. Marcus Phoenix, a.k.a. Bender from Futurama. So that's kind of cool. All right, last but not least, we have the common cards. Boom, boom, boom. Here you say wayo.
Wayo.
Wayo. All right, here we go. We have... There's a lot to see here. We've got 12 different common cards. One of them is Goblin Bomb. We already talked about that. Ziliax looks like a pain in the dick. That looks like your Alakir Windlord, except with maybe a little bit more commonality. Weaponized Pinata is the funniest art I've ever seen on a card.
That's pretty much like an Arthas.
Yeah.
Just Arthas. Except you get a Death Knight from Arthas, not a legendary card.
Right. When you
War Gear's a throwaway.
I have to look into Whizbang the Wonderful because you start the game with one of Whizbang's wonderful decks. Let's see, Whizbang the Wonderful.
That'll never see ladder, ever. That'll just be a meme deck.
Yeah,
100%.
When you add Whizbang to your deck, it replaces your hero, your deck, and renames it to Whizbang the One. Whizbang is Wonderful. Each game you play, one random currently available deck recipe is chosen as your deck. There are 18 choices, 2 for each class. Holy fucking shit. This is literal absolute fucking chaos. This is like the ultimate budget card. You just don't need any other cards. Just put this and a bunch of other bullshit. Holy shit. This is just... Oh my god.
It's so inconsistent, though. That's the problem.
Jesus. You have to craft this, though. I don't care who you are. I have to craft this. I'm crafting this. If I don't get it from all the packs that I get in the beginning, I'm crafting this shit.
No way.
Yeah, I mean, this is a great starter card of if I say, hey, if you start playing Hearthstone, just craft this card, and you're gonna
if you get that in a pack, dust the shit out of it immediately. There's no point in having that card. It's never gonna see play.
Oh my god. I mean, just oh my god. Imagine getting this in like Arena. This comes up in Arena. Just do. Who gives a fuck, dude? Just pick. Jesus.
That's so true, actually.
Oh my god.
In Arena, who gives a shit?
Yeah, just fucking beep 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 beep. Just pick everything else, and then God knows. Oh my lord. I mean, maybe you get something sick though. Who knows? Maybe you get something sick and you pull out. I think we're gonna see some like ridiculous meme videos from this too. We have some low cost minions. We've got Faithful Lumi, upgradable Framebot. Those are gonna be. I mean, we're gonna see a lot of those. I think we're gonna just see those as like magnetic fodder.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Anything else stick out to you here?
So I've been watching a lot of reviews about the card Star Aligner, 7 mana, 7/7. If you control 3, so this is so hyper specific, and I like that it's hyper specific because the card is called Star Aligner. Yeah. Where you have to get everything just right to pull this off. If you control 3 minions with 7 health, deal 7 damage to all enemies. That includes minions and the hero. I kind of like that.
Yeah.
I think this could. I see one deck that it could ever fall into, and that would be a mage deck, because they have Molten Reflection, and it just makes it that much easier to get minions with 7 health on the board. So say Gurabashi Berserker is it's a 4 mana 2/7.
Yep.
Say you play that, you Molten Reflection it. You have 2 2/7s on the board. Your opponent needs to either get rid of them completely. They don't necessarily want to damage them, because if you damage a Gurabashi Berserker, it gains 3 attack. So they might just leave it for the time being if they can't fully get rid of both of them. Then you end up playing Star Aligner. You end up playing Star Aligner next turn. It counts as being one of the minions with 7 health. So you now have all 3 7 health minions. You have 2 Gurabashi Berserkers, a 7/7, and you just dealt 7 damage to the entire board and to the hero.
Yep.
I think that's pretty fucking good. And if you can get another card that doubles your battle cry, I don't know if there's one in the neutral class or if it's specifically set to Shaman, but I thought there was another one that you could double your battle cries. If not, it wouldn't matter. But if you could play both of those, that's 14 damage off the rip.
Yeah.
Granted, you can get better combos, but I think it's interesting, and I think somebody could pull it off. I might try to pull it off.
Yeah, I would love to see this in a wild warrior deck with Public Defender, where they just put up a stupid taunt wall, I think that would be pretty ridiculous. I feel like we're gonna see Starliner in some like tavern brawls and stuff where like you just start with one in your hand or something. I don't know, but yeah, we've got another Omega card here. We've got the Omega Defender, which is if you've got 10 mana, gain 10 attack, which is not bad. 4/2/6 taunt.
That's just generally that's not terrible stats.
No.
For a taunt card, that's not terrible stats.
On its own, yeah. That's like Dirty Rat. And Dirty Rat, I think, is like 2 or 3 mana. 2?
I think it was 3 mana.
Yeah.
Well, it might have been 2. I can't
That's
remember.
like a better Dirty Rat with like an upside.
With late game potential.
Yeah. So I like that. I like that a lot. And then we've got some other magnetic shit. We've got missile launcher at the end of your turn, deal 1 damage to all other characters. That's pretty insane. We've got War Gear, which I think that's kind of like insane in a bad way. War Gear, which I'm not crazy about. 5/5/5 is just like meh.
That's just a throwaway mech card for magnetic shit.
I'm surprised that Starliner has a 1.8 rating on fucking Hearthstone top decks. I'm surprised that there's not more people that are into that.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Everybody's ripping it apart because it's so hyper specific, and they're saying like the payoff isn't technically worth it, which I pretty much agree with. But if you could play like, for instance, I was talking about Archmage Aragel for a minion-based mage deck. I think you could fit this card into that pretty easily.
I agree.
Like, if you can get, say you play Aragel and you draw a Guribashi Berserker, there's your 2 Guribashi Berserkers right there. There's your 2 out of your 3 7 health cards.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that terrible of an idea to implement it into a deck like that. Granted, I don't think that deck will be incredible, and I don't the payoff is incredible. Still, it's not bad. I don't think it's that bad. I don't think it's 1.8 out of 5. You know what I'm saying?
No, absolutely not. I feel like it's definitely not getting the credit that it's due, and I think that there's going to be a lot of value there. I think there's going to be some pretty interesting videos with that. I think we're going to see some pretty interesting highlight reels, but I don't know. I don't think that this is going to be like the best card we'll see in the expansion, but it's not. It's by far not the worst. I would definitely rate that like a 3.5, like a solid.
Dude, I think missile launcher is the worst card we've seen so far.
Probably is, dude. It probably is. A lot of these.
I think that
generic ones are like meh. So that's pretty much it. That's all we got so far for the Boomsday Project Hearthstone card reviews. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you write a comment, and Chris will shout you out on the podcast. Please give him something to do. Lord knows he needs it. If not, we have to send him back from his work release program. So, you wouldn't want that. You wouldn't want that. But maybe you would want that. I don't know. But let us know what you think in the comments. Comment below. Tell us what cards you like, what cards you hate. Tell us what you agree with us with, which ones you think we're fucking idiots on. And, we're probably going to do more of these in the future. So, and if your name's Ben Broads and you're listening to this, we love you and we miss you so much. So,
come back to us.
We miss you. Rob, any final thoughts on Boomsday Project so far?
No, man. I'm just excited to see what more cards they release for it. I'll be buying the packs eventually. So I'll do a pack opening, and you can check that out. We'll let you know at twitter.com/wickedgames, and I'll let you guys know when I do the pack opening. Because I might not be able to do it that week, the week it releases, because I have my exam that week. So maybe the following week or the next day or something like that. Yeah, I'll do a nice pack opening. A lot of people got involved in the last one. It was a good turnout. Yeah, there was definitely a lot. Of good feedback from that, so we'll definitely do that again. So stay tuned for that. And we'll see you for the podcast next week. We got a lot of cool shit happening. We've got Boomsdays with Dr. Bob on Tuesdays, twitch.tv/wickedgoodgaming. I will be streaming from here on out before the podcast, about like 2 hours or so before the podcast for the pregame with Papa Dom. And then Chris, I guess, is also going to stream, but we don't really know when. So he said Wednesdays. I think he said Wednesdays, and I'm not 100% sure. So, wipe improperly Wednesdays with Chris P.
Uh, so we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, we'll see you guys on Tuesday, and let us know what you think.
Hey, where can everybody find us?
I'm so glad you asked. Well, if you're watching us here on these YouTubes, then you already know how to find us here. You just search Wicked Good Gaming. You can also find us on Stitcher, Podbean, Google Play, TuneIn Radio, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. And there's probably...
They have to search. You guys got to search for Not Another Gaming Podcast. I mean, if you're on our YouTube channel, you're seeing the fact that we have the recordings of Not Another Gaming Podcast. But just search. You could search that.
Just search for it. And then you'll find us. And then and it will be good. So I'm gonna get back to morning my diet, and that'll be that. So we'll see you guys next time. Love you.
Bye.
Bye.